Good morning, students. Hope you all are preparing well for your upcoming exams. So today we are going to cover one of the most frequently asked topic in banking examinations, that is fillers. So let's begin. So what are fillers? So fillers are nothing but fill in the blanks exercises asked in General English section. The candidate has to choose the right word or phrase from the given options. There can be a single sentence with a single blank, or there can be a paragraph with multiple blanks. Sometimes a sentence is grammatically correct but has little or no meaning to it due to the absence of certain important words or phrases required to convey the meaning. Fillers are just those words required to complete such sentences. So basically, after the usage of fillers in a sentence, the sentence appears to be correct in grammatical, syntax and in terms of its meaning as well. So if the candidate has regular practice, then fillers are one of the easiest ways to score well in the exams. A fill in the blanks test assesses the learner's ability to understand context, vocabulary or grammatical concepts in order to correctly replace the missing pieces of text. So is it clear? Now, there are two types of fillers, single fillers and double fillers. So, single fillers simply mean that a single word or phrase is required to complete the sentence logically, whereas double fillers means that two words or phrases are required to get the sentence completed. Giving double fillers as an exercise means that there is more complexity involved in getting to the correct sentence. Such questions are usually asked in various entrance exams to check the candidate's grasp of the language. In banking examinations, we have seen different trends, especially in the English section. Earlier, only single filler questions were asked. However, now double fillers and even triple fillers questions have been replaced in bank exams. Fillers might be based on vocabulary or grammar, though the single fillers based on vocabulary are rather simple to attempt. All you require is a good hold of vocabulary. Now, moving on, here are some tips to solve fillers. So, step 1, read the given statement carefully and try filling in the missing word without the help of the options given. Step 2, now match or replace the word with the one which you have thought of initially. Step 3, read the sentence again by filling the blank with the word that you have picked or chosen. Now, note one thing, ensure that the word you have picked must go with the sentence smoothly and correctly. Fine? Now, step 4, read the sentence one last time to ensure no grammatical errors in the sentence by filling the blank. Also check if the sentence after filling up the blank is making some sense or not. Fine. So, is it clear? Now, moving on, here are some essential points which you must keep in mind while solving filler questions. So, questions on fillers are frequently asked in all banking exams. So, in order to solve such questions correctly, you must have a very good command of vocabulary. You must enhance your knowledge of vocabulary and the basic rules of grammar to be able to imbibe the core concepts for solving the fillers. Next point, it is very important to read the sentence in a question carefully. In most cases, you will find a relevant clue to identify the correct answer. For instance, the grammatical structure of the sentence will determine the grammatical structure of the word or phrase to be put in the blank. In vocabulary based fillers, the context will facilitate the elimination of the irrelevant options and the selection of the correct one. Now, next point, you should keep a close watch on grammar rules. For instance, if the article "and" comes before the blank, then it implies that the answer must begin with a vowel. Such grammatical rules can be of great help in deciding the answers. Next point, it is necessary to understand the context of the sentence. While reading the sentence and the options given in the question, you must try to determine the tone of the missing word. That is, whether the required word is positive or negative in the meaning it implies. Fine, so is it clear? Now, next point, in double fillers, you should use the method of elimination by simultaneously checking which of the options best satisfies both the entries. Next point, in certain questions, your knowledge and understanding of common idioms and phrases in the English language may be tested. Hence, be sure to have a good skill set for such phrases. Next point, ensure that the meaning of the sentence is intact. Once you have placed the likely option, do check that the sentence gives out a plausible meaning. So, I hope these points are clear. So, now moving on, let us solve a few questions based on the patterns asked in various competitive exams like IBPS-PO, SBI-PO and so on. So, here is the first type. Let me first read out the instructions. A sentence with one blank is given indicating that something has been omitted. Choose the word that best fits in the blank, making the sentence grammatically correct and meaningful. Fine. So, let us begin. So, here is the first question based on this type. Try solving it on your own first. So, is it done? Let us discuss. Let me first read out the sentence. The reckless young man was blank space for the debts incurred by him. So, the correct answer is option B, that is liable. The word liable means having responsibility for someone or something. As per the context of the given sentence, the young man was reckless, meaning showing a lack of care about danger or risk and acting without thinking about the consequences of your actions. As a result of such attitude, he was responsible for the debts incurred by him. Thus, the correct sentence is, the reckless young man was liable for the debts incurred by him. Fine. I hope it is clear. But let us also discuss the meaning of other options given. So, first one is audacious. Audacious refers to someone extremely daring and bold. Fine. Let me write it down. Now, next one is reliable. Reliable is someone who is worthy of reliance or trust. Fine. Let me write it down. Someone who is worthy of reliance or trust. And last one is suspicious. It refers to something or someone causing one to have the impression that someone or something is questionable, or you can say dishonest, wrong, distrustful and so on. Fine. I hope it is clear. Now, moving on, here is the next question. Solve it. So, is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence. It is an dash day to start your new business. So, the correct answer is option A, that is auspicious. The adjective auspicious means giving or being a sign of future success, comma, conducive to success, comma, favorable. The given sentence refers to the beginning of a new business and it should ideally begin on a good occasion. The new business should have a prosperous beginning and hence auspicious is the most befitting word. But let us also discuss the other words given in the options. So, the next word is audacious. It refers to a person who is extremely bold or daring. We just discussed it in the last question, right? So, audacious cannot be applied to a day. Next one is occasional. It refers to something that happens once in a while and thus cannot be a day to start a business. Now, next one is ominous, meaning portending evil or harm, or you can say inauspicious, just the opposite of auspicious, right? Therefore, an ominous day is a bad or inauspicious day to start a business. Hence, it is also ruled out. Therefore, clearly option 1 is the correct answer choice. So, the final sentence would be, it is an auspicious day to start your new business. So, I hope it is clear. Now, moving on, here is the next question. Solve it. So, is it done? Let us check. India dash for 22% of the global burden of food insecurity, comma, the highest for any country, comma, in 2017-19. So, the most appropriate word for the given blank will be accounted, that is option D. So, if a particular thing accounts for a part of proportion of something, that part or proportion consists of that thing or is used or produced by it, basically to form the total of something. Fine. So, is it clear? Thus, the correct sentence is, India accounted for 22% of the global burden of food insecurity, the highest for any country in 2017-19. Fine. Now, moving on, here is the next question. Solve it. Let us discuss. When you build a strong, purpose-driven culture and focus on making life better for everyone, comma, everywhere, you also create the conditions for your business to blank space. Now, let us first look at the meanings of the words given in the options. So, first one is prospered, meaning to develop in a successful way, comma, to become successful, especially financially. Fine. Next one is fosters. Foster means to help or encourage the development, comma, promote the growth of something. Clear? Next is thrive, meaning to grow vigorously, comma, flourish, or you can say to gain in wealth, to prosper, be successful. Then moving on, next is tyrannize, meaning to exercise arbitrary, oppressive power or severity, comma, to govern cruelly. And last one is decline, meaning to gradually become smaller, or you can say weaker, to deteriorate basically. So, on reading the sentence, it is obvious that the tone is positive, hence the word will also be positive. Therefore, tyrannize and decline can be eliminated as they are both negative words and they do not fit as per the context. Now, the remaining words, that is prospered, fosters and thrive, are all positive words, but prospered and fosters are both grammatically incorrect and do not fit in with the sentence structure. Only thrive fits in well, hence option C is the right answer choice. So, is it clear? Now, moving on, here is the next question, solve it. So, is it done? Let's check. Mounting unemployment is the most serious and dash problem faced by India today. So, the correct answer is option D, that is intractable, meaning extremely difficult to control, that is hard to control or deal with. In the given sentence, here the problem, which is mounting unemployment, is the most serious and hard to deal with, that is intractable problem faced by India today. Hence, clearly option D is our answer. So, the correct sentence is mounting unemployment is the most serious and intractable problem faced by India today. Let me write down the meaning of intractable. Extremely difficult to control. That is hard to control or deal with. So, is it clear? Now, moving on, here is the next question, solve it. Is it done? Let's tally. The SOFI report, which is published annually, presents the most authoritative dash of hunger and food insecurity in the world. So, let us first look at the meanings of the words given in the options. So, first one is invocation. It refers to the action of invoking someone or something. Clear? Next is evolution, meaning a gradual process of change and development. Next is evaluation, the process of calculating or determination of the value, quality, importance or amount of something. Clear? The next is evocation. It refers to a hobby, basically something a person does in addition to a principal occupation. Thus, the most appropriate word for the given blank will be evaluation, that is option C. It fits perfectly with respect to the context and meaning of the sentence given. Hence, option C is the right answer choice. I hope it's clear. So, that's it for today. We'll continue further in the next lecture. Thank you.